You saying Doja Cat playing with white people too much.
You're the way you phrased.
That's what you said.
The way you phrased.
No, because that's the thing, though.
You just make it impossible to be like, yeah, Ebro, I agree. Thanks. Thanks for getting to the point here.
But that is the point. Sometimes people be playing around with shit too much. You be like, yo, I don't really know where you at with shit. That's what Eddie's saying. And by the way, that's a real thing. Like, that's a real thing for black folks to be like, yo, we not quite sure. Ebro, Nadeska, Eddie, Rap Life Review, we back. Lo got bubble guts.
Why you gotta say he got bubble guts, man?
He said his stomach was acting up. He didn't want to come in here with that.
He said he got like a bug or something. He didn't say he had bubble guts.
I mean...
He said stomach bug, so
What album you think he listened
Semantics.
to?
That got him sick?
That got him sick.
There's a lot of options out there. I ain't gonna say no names.
Yo, I got
don't want
beef
no
with the
smoke.
producers of this whole thing, man. Y'all try to make it sound like I was hating on Playboi Carti's album last week, and there's songs I like on there, bro.
In the edits or what?
Wait.
The way they edit it. Then they
Why
put
is
it,
it
and then
back
I
to
don't
producers?
control all my social media, so then the people throw up a clip on social media. I'm like, nah, bro. Playboi Carti is brain rot music. It's supposed to be like mindless, jump around, no lyrics. Like, that's the whole point. That's not shade.
That was you cleaning it up?
No. Calling it brain rot is
No, I'm not
shade.
trying
That's
to clean it up. I'm
100%
not hating.
shade.
There's songs I like on there.
But if you say brain rot music, that's shade.
Yeah, but that's like, like Beavis and Butthead used to like rage out. It's like that kind of shit. That's what it is.
Okay, so there were a couple comments from the episode last week.
Like,
Apparently,
I don't know why this is controversial. Like, bro is on there fucking doing dissertations on the state of the world and shit.
well, apparently we missed a couple things. Should I tell you what we missed?
Sure. Enlighten me.
Well, according to Jacob Krebs, so apparently the title is a direct reference to Wayne, including the Deluxe, sorry for the wait. And apparently, I don't know, apparently every song is a tribute to different rap legends on the project,
cool.
you know? Super unique
Love
style. No?
Love
Okay.
it, yep. I hear Kanye, I hear Travis, I hear everything in there. By the way, great job.
Okay, never mind. I tried.
No, keep going to desk. I'm here to support you.
That was it. They were disappointed that we didn't talk
Why are
about
you
Lil
trying to make it
Wayne's
like I'm hating on the
influence
desk?
Carti.
Yo, why the fuck is everybody so sensitive all the time, bro?
Is it
Man,
us
and
or
you
is it
talking
you?
over Nadeska? Just a hater and rude.
Yo, man, y'all the worst, man. I hate you motherfuckers, man.
Crazy energy to
Yo, I
start
hate
this
where
show
hip-hop is
today.
at right
Hey,
now.
damn.
Just so much hate.
Yo, okay, boom. Did y'all listen to the Will Smith album?
I did.
What's that face? Eddie, you hating on Will Smith, the legend?
I ain't never listened to a Will Smith album in my life.
Oh, okay. So it's cool to hate on Will Smith, but now I can't say nothing about Playboi Carti. A motherfucker that's been around your whole entire life, contributed in so many ways. Basically, you sat down. When that shit used to come on every Thursday night, not 8 o'clock?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
I
you
love
was in
Fresh
front of
Prince
that
of Bel-Air.
shit like religion. That shit raised you.
Listen, I watched all Men in Black, all three of the Men in
Love
Black
Men in
movies
Black.
last week.
Love Men in Black. Great.
Watched all three of them in a row. I love Will Smith. You know what I don't love about Will Smith? Will Smith albums.
Man, this is
I like Will
crazy.
Smith. I love Independence Day. I love Hitch. I love.
Wait, did you like getting jiggy with it?
No.
Yes.
What about you like getting jiggy? What about Miami?
These were just all feel-good songs.
That's
like,
right.
You don't need to
What's
read
wrong
so
with
deep
people?
into it.
And so, boom, you go into the Will Smith album, and now you know what I hear in the Will Smith album? He delivered on being Will Smith.
Really?
On everything that he's always been. Uplifting, positive, Will Smith.
It's a little bit sad. I didn't find it that uplifting.
Why is it sad? Because he's talking about like what he's going through and...
I feel like this album is for people who are still mad at him about the slap. It seems like for 20, 30 years, Will Smith has always been the guy, the funny guy, the cool guy. And that was the first time, according to the guy who produced the album, that people looked at him like the villain. So it feels like to me the whole album is him just reminding us about the legacy. Here's all the great content I've given you. I'm a good person. I've been through a lot. Here are my struggles. I'm human. Because he's never really giving us that side of him. It's not bad. It's good. It's just that I hold Will Smith in such high regard. I didn't really need the sort of redemption apology album, but I understand why he had to do it.
See, I'm the other way. I felt like it was him showing like, yo, I've been in a bad place because of my life and my actions and my decisions. And here's an uplifting, spiritual, leaning into the reality that I'm faced with right now. I feel like what we've seen of Will Smith on the internet, bro, we've seen Will Smith looking sad, bro. Like,
there was an undertone of sadness.
I got the meme in my phone.
This one.
I use it for
No,
stuff.
but I'm just saying, I feel like he's coming out of that on this album. I feel like he's trying to be as you know, the title based on a true story. Like, I feel like he's giving it. And I think it is more than we're accustomed to seeing, which is why maybe you heard sad and I heard uplifting. But, you know, I look at his personal life and everything that we've kind of, you know, his relationship and family and all the critiques and the Chris Rock shit and all the shit. And I'm like, yo, they've been dragging, bro. And he delivered an album that feels uplifting. That's what I heard.
I like the joint with Jordan
Smith
Lucas.
the third. I got a secret for you. It was never black people that was mad at you for smacking that man.
There you go.
We never cared. For me, I found it entertaining.
People get slapped every day, bro.
People get slapped every day. You talk about my wife, I don't got no wife. You talk about my lady, a cousin, my mom, I might slap you.
There you go.
know what I'm saying? There are repercussions for things you say. You can't be thinking like just because you on the stage, you can get away with it. Hey, he warned him. He said, keep my wife's name out your mouth. And he went up there and smacked that man. Honestly, I respected it.
Thank you guys for saying the things I feel like I can't say.
Why you can't say these things?
I don't know, but that's how I feel. The album is for those people who are mad. I don't care about the slap.
All right, boom. Number one on Apple Music right now, Lil Durk dropped an album. I don't know if y'all got into it. He's got some heat on there. Also, once again, an album with somebody going through something currently right now. You know, he's got those serious allegations against him. I feel like a lot of the songs on this album very much lean into him on his healing journey, right? Whether it's healing from the pills and the drink. The album opens with him praying in Arabic, you know, because he's, oh, you Muslim now. You know what I mean?
Muslim,
and so he's leaning into it. And I think the album is very great. Like, I had a great time listening through this little
Great.
Durk.
I like it.
You give it great.
I give it great, yeah, for Durk, for someone like me who wants to hear growth, right? Like him just talking about life and you know, Durk has been through a lot, you know, from where he comes from to his father's situation, his father getting out, then him getting clipped, or his boy, just that whole world that he's from is chaotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
And that's what the whole album is about. That and there's like a couple cute love songs, like the one with Janae's.
The Janae joint.
It's a vibe.
We got a fire joint with Future on there, so
Like that one.
go check that. That's number one in Apple Music. And then Playboi Carti, which we brought up earlier, we forgot to mention Deluxe. He put out 30 joints and then just added 4. This is your album of the year, right, Eddie?
What's we in March? What we in? We in April?
So far.
It's up there. Yeah, it could be. It's fine. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Listen to it again today. Listen to that Playboi Carti in the gym, bro. It goes. So he added 4 more songs.
It's great
different
music
day.
when you don't want to have to think. You just want, boom, like let's go.
Here's my
Turn
question
up.
to you, Ebro. You start the show and you say, "Why am I getting so much hate? Why y'all think I don't like the Carti?" And all you've been doing
No, I
is
didn't
throwing
say why am
subs
I
at
getting so
Carti.
much hate. I know exactly why I'm getting hate. I specifically said I don't fuck with the people who produce this show and try to frame it. It was nothing about the people out there. I know why they
Who are
mad.
all in the room, so he's saying it to their faces, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
I love the people that produce this show. If you want to have more clips of me on the show, I appreciate it because y'all are
See,
the
that's
greatest
Eddie's
producers.
strategy. I want y'all to pay attention to this over time.
podcasting.
He thinks in 2025, kissing ass is what's going to get him where he needs to be in his next level of the game. That's why you're on these podcasts with, what are they called? Streaming with DDG.
I was on a stream with
and all this other
DDG.
shit.
Yeah. I was on DDG, me and
out here
Nick.
running around with these 22-year-olds, man. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, man.
DDG's 27. I just want you to know. And just went on there to give his little 2 cents. That's all.
Shout out to DDG for holding Eddie down and showing him love. You got a lot of new followers from that look?
Like 7, 8, not
damn.
even that many. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Who did
what
you have
happened.
to act like you liked when you went on there?
I think I'm just a likable person in general.
No, I meant like
exude-
musically. Did you guys talk about music? Did you?
Yeah, so we listened to DDG. He has some new music that he's about to release an album.
God, it's fire.
he
It's
has-
that heat. It's that fuego.
He had a song with the baby that was good.
Okay,
Got
we're
a song
gonna,
with
He's
D,
really
that's good.
on one
Yo,
today.
we gonna see where this lands.
Yeah.
He got that fire though.
Yeah, he got some fire.
I
DDG
bet he
got
do.
some fire.
He was on
yeah.
there getting them numbers up.
Yeah, listen, man. Whatever we got to do. I'm in the artist relations games here at Apple Music.
There you
I'm
go.
on the
my
streets with the
goodness.
artists.
There you
so
go.
making sure
Do
they
that,
feel
baby.
welcome. You know what I'm saying? So shout out
Relate
to the whole
to them
fam.
artists.
Kevin
Yo,
Gates came
let
on
me know
after
how
we
to
left.
support this DDG movement, man. Put me in the game, baby.
I got you, man. Whatever you need. The album name ain't out yet, but they're working on it. It might be Thank the Chat. We don't know for sure. It was things we were working out while
Yo,
we were on the street,
DDG
bro.
Hive, check in.
Yeah, Pontiac. What's happening?
That's what they're called?
Well, he's from Pontiac. Come on, man.
Well, why you
From
just
Pontiac.
narrowing him down to one place? He got a whole worldwide.
I'm shouting out where he's from, my guy.
Damn, bro. Damn. DDG
That's what we
worldwide,
do.
man. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
And you were saying something about Kevin Gates, too.
Yeah, Kevin Gates came on the stream right when we left. Kevin Gates came. Shout out to DJ Head and Gina. They was there before us too. Boule Kev. It was going down. Hey, man, that streaming world's crazy, bro. It was like we was in a Truman Show.
But shout to DDG. We look forward to that album. We will be listening closely, tuned in. Eddie says it's fuego, fire. We in there. I want to shout out YG. He dropped a single called 2004. I don't know if you guys have listened to this.
I did listen to this. I was not expecting that.
It was very revealing.
Extremely revealing. From the very first line. I will say this. I have always found YG to be a very intimidating human being.
Really?
Yes. I mean, I like
Have you ever met him?
Yes. Okay, so my last encounter with YG, he came on Everyday Struggle, and he looked like he wanted to just kill academics the whole episode. Anyway, I like his music.
Well,
I mean,
he
ain't the only one. Like,
I mean, that's normal, but he was the most intimidating person I think we've ever had on the show. And like Birdman was up there. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, I like YG's music. I did not expect him to open up like this and get so personal on this track.
Well, and for people out there, like the song is a bop, which is why I love it, because it comes on, it's bopping at like 95 BPMs. Buddy and the gang is on the hook, sounding great. But the song is specifically about men going through painful things and having gone through painful things that they misinterpreted as like being dope. So basically YG is talking about how he was basically sexually abused by an older woman, but he, as a young person, didn't really process it that way. But she was 30-something and he was in his teens.
Yeah, literally double his age.
It was like a relative of his girlfriend at the time.
We hear, moments that conversation kind of bubbles about men holding on to and managing pain in kind of the everyday world we live in. But I don't think it's in records, because most of the time dudes is playing it cool in records.
Yeah.
And that's why I applaud YG for not only how the record feels, but what he is sharing.
Yeah, he did it, and he did it in a way that was true to him. I mean, Ferg referenced something similar-ish on his album also a few months ago.
Yeah,
Again, it was surprising to hear it, and I mean, I think it's a positive thing that we're in a time when I feel like rappers like a Ferg or a YG, who, again, to me has always had a very specific persona, a very intimidating one, can open up about something like this and say, like, people judge him based on what they think he is or his character, but they don't know all the things that he's been through. Like, as a fan, I love being shocked by an artist. So I thought this was a great record.
I would say YG makes phenomenal albums. He's always made phenomenal albums.
My Crazy Life is amazing. I still love that.
When you go back through his discography.
Yep.
And I always say he's been very vulnerable. It's just because it's coated with street talk and the antics and shenanigans of that world. I think a lot of times it comes off to the untrained ear as bravado and like...
Are you calling my ears untrained?
No, not
because I also find him to be intimidating in person.
No, I think he isn't. I'm just saying, most people don't hear the pain in hip hop. They only hear it as celebratory. They only hear it as like, oh, these dudes is just loving life and everything's great. When really, when you from that, what I often hear in the music is people trying to sort through, pain and trauma without actual support. And so they oftentimes wear it as a badge, right? They put it on as a costume because it's really all they got, right? And so they have to own it and they have to live in their truth. But most gangbangers and drug dealers, I know that if you ask them if they wanted to do something else with their life, that ain't what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? It was just they had limited options. And so they make the most of it and rise to the occasion. What was you gonna say, Eddie?
You know what I think too? A lot of times it gets disguised in what is gangster rap because it is so specifically West Coast.
Right.
It's something that Nipsey Hussle did too. Like when you hear Nipsey Hussle, if you're not all the way locked in what his messaging is, you don't realize it's inspirational music. But what people hear is they hear the gangbanging and the gang stories and the West Coast living, but they're not paying attention to that aspirational aspect of it.
That's right.
Or so if we talk about somebody like YG being very vulnerable in this song, and you talked about his album, specifically My Crazy Life, and I've been running that back constantly over the last few weeks. At the end of the day, it's a storytelling album.
That's right.
Like what people hear is the gangbang, and they hear the BPT, and they hear all that other stuff. But throughout the themes of the album and the actual music, YG has been a storyteller, but what people generally hear is the YG 400, Treetop Blood, they hear that, or it's what they gravitate to. They see the imagery, they see the gangbanging, and that's what the messaging that they want to internalize, but they don't realize there's something bigger going on. So I even think that might be purposeful in YG. The first thing he says was that line where it's like, no, you can't just move your head to this. You have to pay attention to what I'm saying. And that's probably a conundrum a lot of, I can't say it probably happens in other genres of rap, but specifically West Coast because it is so synonymous with gangbanging.
Yeah, you're right. I think the song on My Crazy Life with Kendrick on it has been one of my favorite YG records because that's where I think you hear the pain a lot in this. Like I'm dealing with so much. I'm so stressed. I'm not just drinking and medicating for fun, but literally to try to cope and get through my day. So you're right. I've heard sprinklings of it, but still never so just bold and so much bolder in your face like this, which is dope.
I want to shout Wiz Khalifa, the homie, got a record with Gunna. He's on his way to drop Cushion Orange Juice 2. He's got 5-star, and then he's got the Walk It Off freestyle. I also want to shout out Nav, who just dropped his new album, On My Way to Rexdale, Playboi Carti and Don Toliver on that Nav album. All right, so the NOKIA video is out in IMAX, and it's been shot $2,000 per minute. It's officially a movie. You know, everybody says, yo, we're making a movie. Drake made a movie. So the commenters, OVO fans, and everyone else alike, do you love the NOKIA video? I don't even know if we can get an honest take on the internet because you're going to have like haters and then you're going to have glazers.
All right.
So I don't even know if you can get an honest take. But Eddie, I want to come to you for at least the rollout up to this point. How did you like the teaser? How did you like everything that Drake got going to this point?
I mean, you got to give a shout out to Drake, man, because it was looking dark over 2024. Like, we didn't know where he was going to go next. And to his credit, he took a lot of L's. And it wasn't just the beef. It was musically, people weren't liking the choices. And ever since the album Sexy Songs for You came out, it's been a positive response. He's had #1 album sales, #1 singles. So this is the first time where you can see the trajectory of Drake's career. Like, we always said he was going to be fine, but he's booming, bro. And if you're going to do a rollout for a video, why not go all out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Make a
how
movie.
many people, how many people in the hip hop space, and I hate to make comparison because you know it is what it is. Historically, Kendrick always put a lot into his videos. You know, there's a few, or Travis Scott's when he drops videos, puts a lot into his videos. Drake is one of those people at this point in time. Invest everything into who you are, because this is the version of Drake people wanted to see. We didn't want to see all the other stuff for a lot of people. It's the music, it's the videos, it's the strip club vibes. Like, that's when Drake's 10 out of 10.
I mean, I've been still waiting for Drake to lean more into his like TV and film production acting bag, and I haven't gotten as much of that as I would have liked. So if this is the closest we're gonna get for right now, I'm not mad at it. Maybe this is a step. I still think he should.
Maybe he'll get up on SNL and body it again. Because, you know, he always crushes it.
Yeah, he does good.
Dude is funny. He's good. He's good at the acting thing.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, he's so talented. I don't know why he feels like he needs to be stuck in music right now. Like, why not flex some other skills?
Maybe that's a part of him flexing his talent, because he gets to be, he not only gets to tell personal stories, but he can also put his theatrics into his rapping and singing. Like, he gets to put, I think artists get to play all those parts, right? Like, they get to, you know, while they may be telling a first person, you know, intimate story about themselves, they still get to put on the show.
It's true. I'll take more show.
And he's funny. He's been funny. What was the video with
Chris
him,
Brown?
Future, and Young Thug? No, him and Future and Young Thug when and he's like working out and all that. What video was that?
I'm Too Sexy or whatever.
I'm Too Sexy.
Yeah.
Super entertaining in that video. Like, do that.
You know what? Let me just move off the Drake topic before people frame it like I'm hating or something and calling him an actor or something like that. I don't want that to be the narrative today. We're celebrating the NOKIA video. That's what we doing, all right? Also, Doja Cat teased a song that's unreleased. How do y'all feel about this? I mean, we talked about it briefly, but it feels like Doja Cat sliding into that rap pop bag.
Yeah, you're our resident Doja Cat expert, so
yeah,
perhaps.
I'm just watching it. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna glaze when it drops.
Yeah, I don't have any Doja Cat expectations ever. You
don't know which way she's gonna
go. And I expect her to do exactly what she wants, and I feel like she's always gonna execute well, because she's good at all the things that she touches. The last album was really dope, so for me, it's just like a wait and see game, like where she's gonna take it.
So yeah, the new album is called, I think it's pronounced V, which is Life in French.
Yeah.
I did hear that she was actually recording some of this album in France.
Really?
For a while, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure that was the inspiration, which for me, you know, on my many times I've been to France. France is very much in love with jazz. They're in love with R&B. They're in love with musicianship and great music. Like the music scene there is very vibrant. The hip hop scene is fucking huge. And like they got dope rappers out there. So maybe there's some of that gets into this album. Maybe that's the inspiration for it.
That's great inspo. Eddie, you looking forward to this? Does this hit at the gym?
Nah, not really. Like,
so wait, Doja's not pop enough for you?
She cool. Like she's really good at music. She just don't. I don't know, man.
Really?
Something about. I don't know, man. She just don't. Like she does rap well. Like she raps well. She does everything musically. She just don't. It seemed off with her in hip hop, man. It's like, yeah, you do the music part. Well, again, this is a conversation we always have. Like, there's rap and then there's hip hop, and Doja can rap, and she can. And we seen the old videos where she's breakdancing. Like, she does the music stuff right, but
you don't like the demonic stuff that threw you off.
The racial chat room showing feet.
Like, I never really got over back in the day.
Yeah, she don't really. You know what I'm trying to say without trying to say it. So I don't really. She's whatever.
She ain't black enough.
I didn't say that.
She too light skinned.
You can say that. I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm trying to narrow. I'm trying to just get specific, figure out what it is. Because I do believe people feel like Eddie though. Like I believe that like her, there's things about her journey that have been off-putting to people.
It's the same thing people accuse Drake about. She does it more. And we just kind of let it slide.
It's just hard to pin her down. I don't know that I can say I understand who Doja Cat is as a person necessarily. You know what I mean?
When you say she does it more, does what more? The pop stuff? The singing stuff?
Nah, like the accusations of you ain't really in this. You're in this when it's convenient for you.
Well, so we met her as an R&B artist, I think.
Right, she was never really a rapper.
She wasn't really a rapper. She was an R&B artist.
And at first it was like comedy rap even, or comedy
Well,
pop.
the Cow Moo shit was like a spoofy thing, but even before
and it's bangers. And the music's good. Like, I understand that. But we're in 2025, we're in a different place, man. And if you want to dabble in this hip-hop culture, but also, I mean, y'all know what the accusations are in those chat rooms were. And like,
well, even no, it was racist chat room showing feet.
Yeah, even when she was wearing the shirt with the
Nazi comedian dude.
I'm not gonna sit here just because I'm on this platform and pretend all that's all good with me, because it's not.
It's not. It shouldn't be.
2025's wild for us as a people. And if you can get away with it to a degree, and you want to dabble in this world, but then you also culturally want to do a lot of things that are the polar opposite of what this hip hop thing should be, then I ain't with it.
You saying Doja Cat playing with white people too much?
You're the way you phrased.
That's what you said.
The way
no,
you phrased.
because that's the thing,
yo. You just make it impossible to be like, yeah, Ebro, I agree. Thanks. Thanks for getting to the point here.
But that is the point. Sometimes people be playing around with shit too much. You be like, yo, I don't really know where you at with shit. That's what Eddie's saying. And by the way, that's a real thing. Like, that's a real thing for black folks to be like, yo, we not quite sure. Especially when you're a mixed kid.
Yeah,
like, it's a real thing,
you're
bro.
half and
I
half,
know
so
from
you
example.
Exactly.
I lived it. I walk it. Where black people want to know where you at, bro.
Where are you with it?
Where are you with the shit?
Where are you
fam?
with it?
And now, yo, by the way, when I had my last interview with her, I think we got into that. Like, we got into that where I'm like, listen.
What did she say?
She just was like, nah, I didn't know that comedian was that. And yes, I made mistakes. And she kind of owned it. Like, she wasn't really, but I also think like, and maybe it's because I understand it because she a mixed kid and her dad wasn't really around like that.
And she also grew up in
wherever, California.
No, not in the state of California. What is the word for the place that she grew up in?
Suburbs?
No, it didn't seem like she grew up in a
Not
normal.
enough black people around to be like, yo, check this out, fam.
The commune?
Oh, she was. Yeah, she was. She did live. So interesting story that she shared was she grew up. Her mother and her grandmother worked with John Coltrane's wife and grew up in a jazz commune where it was like, that's why the music thing is so serious with her and she's so dope because she grew up around all these like jazz artists and she's like.
But I just also don't know like what growing up in a commune does to a developing mixed kid.
Yeah, she probably it's, these mixed kids, these light skins be struggling out here, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough, bro. They're not, especially when they're not really grounded in Black American culture.
And
Like,
it doesn't sound like she grew up grounded in Black American
listen,
culture.
and he brought up Drake earlier. That's why he brought up Drake, because he was like, people make accusations about Drake. But that's the same thing. Drake is Canadian. That Black American thing is a specific thing. And if you wasn't raised in and around it, but you're trying to like dibble it, this is what Eddie wanted to say. But you trying to dibble and dabble with it. I think the difference between Drake and a Doja, if we're talking about mixed kids, is Drake isn't putting on gang slang and like strip club street essence in her rapping.
Oh, Doja Cat ain't.
Doja Cat, what did I say?
You said Drake, but yes, that's true.
But I think the critique on Drake as it came to that is that world is a specific Black American experience, for better or for worse.
But also too, we can't we can't draw a direct line to Drake in legit racist-ish like we can with her. So it's like,
no, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said that
there's
critique.
2 different times. Yeah, there's 2 different times. And
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, bro, I'm not here to preach to nobody about certain things. Y'all can like what y'all want to like. I'm not mad. If you want to listen to Doja Cat, do your thing. I just have issues with it. Like,
you need to know where she at. Say, I just don't know where you at.
I need to know where you at with it.
And that's Rap Life Review. That's Eddie. That's Nadeska. I'm Ebro. Low feel better.
What's up? You just finished an episode of the Rap Life Review. It's 2025, so New Year means new episodes coming your way. If you want to get in the conversation, you can always drop us a comment below. And of course, you can like and subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Catch us next week on a brand new episode of the Rap Life Review right here on Apple Music.